Hey guys, what's up? This is Dark Helmet Cat 67. Welcome back to another episode of Building Spaceball City in LEGO Worlds. Mike says hi. He's having a great day. He's having a good day as always. So, as you guys remembered in the last episode, we, hold on, Mike. Let's get your roller skates on. And we can show the audience of what we did last episode. As you saw, if you remember in the last episode, we placed down some new models that I designed off camera. Like this one over here. Let's go into Mike's point of view. Like Chipotle. I do love good Mexican food. Now Mike can go to Chipotle and get himself like a burrito bowl or a burrito or even a taco. So that was one of them. What was the other one? There were some other buildings too. I think there's like that little mini grocery market. Yeah, I think it's right over here that we put the mini grocery store. Right across the street from the Creation Badger courtyard. There's the little mini grocery market. And here we are. This is the Creation Badger courtyard that we made couple of episodes ago. So that was what we did in the last episode. We placed down some new models. Like Chipotle and the little mini grocery market. And now this episode. Yes, I did say this at the end of my last episode. That we're gonna be building more of Star Wars land. Yes, that is what today's episode is about. Probably like the next few episodes, it's gonna be focusing more on Star Wars land. Want to get some more rides into the park? Like, we have a couple of rides that we can design. Like a mini golf course. No, not costume designer. Stop it. There we go. Jeez Louise. I was not selecting costume designer. I was trying to select free build, but it kept automatically moving over to costume designer. But, yes. I have a couple of ideas of what we can use to build some of our sections of Star Wars land. Like, we can use some of these space builds and maybe build, like, a Death Star section. That's no moon. That's the Death Star. But, as I was saying, as the mini golf course, because I do, like, have some of the... Yeah, like this one. Island Golf Hole. We can make a mini golf course in Star Wars land by using these... By using some of these golf holes that I made for... In my Orlando, Florida world. That I showed you guys a couple of episodes ago. And we have the launched freefall tower. I have components for that. and the top two. So we can design a free fall ride. And I have a couple of more golf holes right here. We have all the golf equipment stuff. Like the golf hut, the holes, and the flags too. Or like the signs. So yeah, Mike. Let's head on over to Star Wars Land and build our mini golf course. But first, let's spin the sky. Oh, look at the lights. Look at the lights of the Creation Badger Courtyard. These lights that I put onto these trees, they're meant to go with the Chinese New Year builds. But I just thought I would put these Chinese New Year lanterns on our trees to make it look pretty cool at night. But yeah, without further ado, let's head over to Star Wars Land and build our mini golf course. Alright, we got the roller skates on. Let's head on over to Star Wars Land, Mike. Let's start building some rides there. How do we get to Star Wars Land? I think I know. I know the way to get there. So I think we go this way. I did build a sign for Star Wars Land. So if we get if we're going in the right way. Oh, I did change some of this off camera. I changed some of our roads. I changed it from that curve to this T-junction because I want to branch off the road going this way, like underneath the metro track. That way, I could put maybe put an airport or something. But let's go this way. And let's head on over to Star Wars Land. I think we're going in the right direction. There's Big Y. Big Y World Class Market. Also, what I did over here is I added this big glass window on each side of the store. So that way, because, at a real grocery store, there are big glass windows in the front, near the entrance and exit. So that you can peek inside and see what they got. But, yep. This is the sign for Star Wars Land. It's telling us that Star Wars Land is straight ahead. So that means if you go this way, according to this arrow, we can get to Star Wars Land. I did make these two roads one way because, one of them's an entrance to the park and the other is an exit. Do we need a ticket? I think we're just gonna sneak past. We're just gonna jump over the gate. But this is where the cars would have to stop. Would have to stop at the booth and pay for parking. They would have to pay for parking, yeah. Let's go through the bus. Since Mike is a construction worker, he can go into Star Wars Land. Well, because he needs to build stuff. He needs to build more stuff for the park. So he can get in for free. But, like, when this thing would actually be in operation during business hours, customers would have to, like, stop at the booth and pay for parking. Yeah, so that's what that booth is with the gate. And, you know, I did make a bus lane, however, as you saw. Yeah, buses only. I did make a sign to allow buses to go through. And only buses. Not other cars. Yeah. I will have to eventually separate these two. I will have to, like, build some kind of barrier or put, like, some kind of island that separates these two roads from the parking lot and the bus lane. So that way, you know, cars don't get confused. But yeah, we go this way to get to the entrance to Star Wars Land. By these gates over here. And when you get inside, you are now greeted by this Darth Vader mosaic. Before this used to be a Darth Maul mosaic. But I decided to change it to Darth Vader because, you know, if you watch the movie Spaceballs, it's based off of the Galactic Civil War era and not the Clone Wars era. So, I decided to do that. You can see we have... And I also did some work off camera of some Star Wars props. Of some Star Wars builds. Like a TIE fighter and a couple of, like, droids like BB-8. And a gunk droid. And yes, we have a bunch of Lego rides. Let's see, Mike. Where should we put our mini golf course? Where do you think is a good spot to build our mini golf course? Let's take off the roller skates and... let's actually extend out on the path. Maybe we can find a good spot to build our mini golf course. Let's see, where's my park path? Park path wide. Without any linings. Without any color linings. I did save one with the black lining. But we're not using it in this park. In the inside of the park, we're not using it. So I'm just using these sidewalks. These paths. Without the lining. So that way, you know, I could put like a bunch of scenery. It's easy to like put scenery or other kinds of decorations right near paths so that way, you know. Alright, let's do some park building. This reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon. You know, there's a game called Planet Coaster. And I was wondering because you could mod the game to make it look a lot like Lego rides. Wouldn't that be cool? Have like a theme park simulator, but instead of like actual rides, have it with Lego rides instead. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's see, where... I think we will build our mini golf course let's do some... Let's get some sidewalk over here. Let's see. Where should we build this mini golf course? I'm thinking of somewhere on like over here, pretty much. Like, not over here because... Well, maybe I can. Maybe I could perhaps build the entrance to the mini golf course over here. Like on the inside or something? Although I'm trying to utilize the space so I can put more flat rides. Because, we don't have any flat rides yet. Well, we have a couple of flat rides, like a Ferris wheel, Helter Skelter, and, the merry-go-round. And, of course, the bumper cars, too. So, I still want to utilize the space to put other flat rides. Like, like a Twister or something. So, I'm trying to utilize the space. Let's see, maybe we could extend this path out. Because maybe over here I want to put a couple of flat rides over here. And maybe other kinds of cafes. So, I'd say we build our mini golf course right here. I think this is a good spot to put a mini golf course. What do you think, Mike? Do you think this spot is a good place for a mini golf course? Yeah, I agree. Let's go ahead and start building. And it's already nighttime. Alright, let's see. Let's get the, let's start up with the mini golf hut. Because, you know, you gotta get your golf club. Where is it? There it is. Mini golf hut. People have to get their golf clubs. And pay for it. Let's put it right here. Let's build like a... Let's build like a little path so that way, you know, the employee can get to the can actually get to the building. Yeah, and don't worry about all these bare spots over here. Alright, so we got the mini golf hut. The building where customers have to pay for their golf clubs, pay in order to play a game of mini golf, and then get your golf club and your ball. Alright, let's spin the sky. And of course we have to put some lights in here so that we, you know, this park is not as dark. This right over here, you're probably wondering why this part is open. Because this is part of the golf ball return chute. This is part of the golf ball return chute. Yes. I did design, this is what it's designed for. I did design a golf ball return Where is it? I think I titled it Golf Ball Return. Yeah, like that. Golf Ball Return. Let's go ahead and put one of these in for now. I gotta make sure I line it up correctly. How does that look? Is that in the right spot? Yeah, I think so. We can modify some of that later. But this will help us give an idea of where we should put the last hole. Like, we'll have to put the last hole somewhere nearby the golf ball hut. Nearby the golf hut. So that way the return chute can work. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to put a wedge. I'm actually going to build a wedge into this. What metal? Oh, it's silver metallic. I'm going to match it. Yeah, look at that. I made a little ramp out of this 1x1 wedge in the silver metallic that connects back to the golf hut. So that way the return chute, whenever somebody's ball is traveling in there, I want it to have and I want the ball to have enough speed to return back to the hut and land in the bin over here, so that it can be reused for another player. So we gotta plan this out carefully. So let's say now we can use, let's use smaller tiles. Mike, what are you doing? Let's say the start of the golf course. Let's say, I do have these mini golf paths. Where are they? Oh, here they are. I have the straight one, the stairs, and the corner to work with. So let's say we like start building the let's start it. I want it to be like a few blocks. Let's actually go in the ground right now. All right. Let's go straight for like a few sections. See, we're 25 minutes in the video into the episode, so This will have to be broken down into several episodes because we're just getting started. And, where should we put our first hole? Alright, let's put the corner over here and let's get the first hole. Where's the hole? But that is the right height. Or do we want to go a bit higher? Isn't that kind of tall or something? I've got a plan of how I want to do this. In order for this to work... Is that in the right spot? Oh, it's floating. We don't want that. I want to put it like nice and centered. No. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we could build some steps up to it. We could build like a step up to it. Yeah, and then we can just carve out the hole. Yeah, just put the 1x6 tile. Yeah, and then it creates a step up to it. Alright, so we got the first hole. Our first hole is in. And I was thinking, like... I was thinking about this. Since this is Star Wars land... And maybe we should change the colors of the holes. You know, like the actual course itself. Like, change this green part. Like, not have this bright green. Because, you know, it sort of blends with the grass. With the actual grass itself in the park. I was thinking, maybe we can paint these holes to being black. Black hole in one. Like a black hole in one. You know what I'm thinking? And we can just carve this out. And we can actually use the replace tool for that. Alright, so we want to replace bright green with black. Let's go ahead and make it bigger. Oh yeah, that looks kind of nice. A black hole. A black mini golf hole. Yeah, that could work for Star Wars Land. Yeah, maybe we can incorporate some of the props. Maybe put BB-8 as one of the obstacles. I see that's not a bad idea. All right. let's continue with the course, obviously. We'll go back in detail, put some of the props. Alright, let's continue on with the course. Let's put that step effect. In lightstone gray, because that is the color of our paths. And it looks pretty nice. Like that. But yes, it is like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Because in that game, you can actually build a mini golf course in one of your parks. They let that be as a ride attraction that you can build in your parks. A mini golf course. That's so cool. And the same thing with the go-karts. Which we do have a go-kart track in Star Wars Land. I built that off camera. Alright, let's put a second hole. Let's put the one with the hump. And that will be it. That's probably gonna be it for this episode. Once after we build this hole. Alright, I spun the sky. Let's make the, let's put the one tile there, so that way, you know, people... Here we're gonna have to, we'll have to build a separate sidewalk that goes around the hump. That way people don't have to walk around the hump. Or, how should I say this? People don't have to walk over the hump to get to the other side of the hole. So we're going to use the 6x6 flat tile. And we'll keep it consistent. Let's use medium, or what color is that? Lightstone gray. Let's keep it consistent with the lightstone gray stuff. And we'll build a path that goes around it. And yes, we'll put a 1x6 tile as a step effect. So that way people don't have to trip over. That way people can easily get down to there. But still, they should watch their step. If you know what I mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and paint this hole. Now, the replace tool won't work because of this part. The slope bricks. So what we first have to do... I probably taught you this. If you want to still use the replace tool and not change your slopes, paint the slopes first in the desired color you want. Like, for instance, black. So I'm just painting the slopes black. And then with the rest, with your flat pieces, you can use the replace tool. I think I still have the material select. Yeah, I still do, okay. Alright, so we can go ahead and just fill in the area. With the black, which we still had it selected from the last hole. Alright, so there's our second hole done. Now, like I said earlier, when I'm like building a mini golf course, I may eventually change some of the existing obstacles to like different kinds of obstacles. Like maybe build one, maybe build like the same golf hole, but maybe just add a different obstacle. Like maybe I could like place down this hole again, but just get rid of the hump. And maybe replace it with something else, like maybe I could put BV-8 on one of them. Yeah, I could do that. Put BV-8 as one of the obstacles with an opening. Okay. Let's continue with the path. With the golf course path with the railing. That's this guy that I have selected. Okay. And let's not forget to put the tile over there so that way people can easily step down from there. And then back onto the golf course path. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, we gotta wrap it up because we're almost a bit over time. It's almost 40 minutes. Sorry I kept this going for a little bit. But I just want you to see you guys some footage of me building a mini golf course. Let's get the corner and maybe this will give us an idea where we should put our next hole. Hold on, one more hole. Let's put one more hole. Let's do this one. The one with the windmill. Yeah, there we go. And let's quickly use our replace tool. Because this is a flat hole. There's no humps or anything. And this will be our last hole for this episode that we'll build. The rest will continue in the next episode. I might eventually get rid of this windmill because this was just in the Orlando, Florida golf course. But I'm gonna get rid of this windmill and think of a prop for Star Wars Land to use as one of these obstacles. Like maybe BB-8 or something. But I'll probably do it off camera. I'll probably build the obstacle off camera. And we'll start up the episode when we get to it. Who knows, maybe I may eventually continue building this golf course off camera. I don't know. But I'm just gonna say that we'll continue building the golf course in the next episode. But yeah, that's gonna have to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building some Star Wars Land stuff. Building some more rides. Like me building a mini golf course in Star Wars Land. That's what should be the title. That's what should be the title of this video. Building a mini golf course in Star Wars Land. That's a good title. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment. Smash that like button if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next episode where we continue building our mini golf course in Star Wars Land. See you then. Bye-bye. Take care.